nearly there, we're nearly at the end, right? And I've got to say, what a beautiful, lovely looking crowd you are. You look like guys that will really laugh at funny jokes, right? I might not have many, but you look like a good crowd. Let me talk seriously for a second. So I'm doing this, everyone's doing this for charity. I'm collecting for cancer research. It's probably something that's touched everyone, right? Really good charity. Let's have a cheer for cancer research. So no pressure, but if you don't laugh, maybe you don't want to cure cancer. So anyway, I'll go back to the start of this. So when we first started these sessions, we went through 8 weeks of training. We had homework. I wasn't the best, if I'm honest with you. I probably turned up to 3. I didn't do much homework. So I'm sort of winging this a little bit. But from the first session, what they said was, think of 3 subjects that are funny. So the 3 subjects I had was my self-diagnosed IBS, where I almost shit myself all the time. I've got my mum, who is deaf, unless you're speaking about Ireland or something, or in an Irish accent. And I've got my balance between working really hard, drinking, and trying to stay trim. So, IBS, I can't talk about this for long. 2 reasons. Nerves is a trigger, and talking about it is a trigger, and I do not want to do a public display, right? So we'll leave that one there. So let me talk to you about my mum. My mum's a lovely mum. She's Irish Catholic. She goes to church every week. She's a brilliant lady. She's like the pillar of society, right? I'll give you a story where she perhaps wasn't the best Catholic or the best person in the world, right? I hired a guy when I was working, and I thought he was an Irish guy, right? His name was William, and he was from Belfast. I should have known, right? What I didn't do in the interview was ask him if he was Catholic or Protestant. Anyway, if I go into March the 17th, it was St. Patrick's Day. Will walks in. As he walked in, I said, "Good morning, Will. Happy St. Patrick's Day." To which he responded, "I'd be happier on the 12th of July. Right, so I said, okay, fine. Definitely going to put that in for the future. So I went home and I told my mum the story. I cut to the punchline. I said, "Mum, Will said to me, I'd be happier on the 12th of July. To which my church-going Catholic mum said, "The fucking shit arse." Right. Now my balance between drinking, going to work, and trying to stay trim is not working, right? So when I was younger, I played football, I played rugby, so it was fairly easy. I could play football and rugby at the weekends. I was forced to do Irish dancing, which is actually really good for fitness. And what that meant is I could then have a drink and I wouldn't be too bad. As I've got a bit older, it's a little bit more difficult to stay in shape. So what I've done is recently I've joined a gym, and what I've started doing is virtual spin classes. Virtual spin classes are a little bit less pressure. You haven't got somebody in your face saying, "Move, you fat bastard," right? So it's not so bad. It's a little bit less pressure. But what you've got is you've got 4 or 5 beautiful instructors who are really encouraging. Like they're saying, "You're doing well," and all the rest of it. But whilst I was in this situation, I found myself thinking that they were just talking about sexual innuendos. So as they're going through, and I started laughing to the point where I'm sweating and really not looking good, but almost falling off my bike. So go with me on this. So what I'd like is a cheer for something you can relate to in the bedroom. Are we up for that? Yeah. Are we up for that? Yeah. Right, let's go. So what I'll say is, go faster. Go harder. Oh, slow down. All right, we're going downhill now. Okay, let's hit this really hard together. Let's pick up the pace. Come on, let's go to the max. Oh my God, you've been amazing. And at the end of one of the sessions, one of the girls said, "Oh my God, I'm smashed." To which the other girl responded, "I love being smashed." Guys, I was told to be under 5 minutes. I think I've done that. Thank you very much.